Well, Bart, we're back to Doomben this Saturday for Metro Racing. Before we get to the meeting here, a lot of Queensland interest at Rose Hill on Saturday, in particular Gypsy Goddess. Now, you've seen a lot of good horses in your time here in Queensland emerge and go down there. How does she compare to some of the previous ones, and do you expect her to measure up?
I guess Tingo Tango was sort of a similar three-year-old filly, and she won the Flight Stakes. I wasn't totally convinced by Gypsy Goddess until her first up run a fortnight ago. She just, she was back 3 lengths behind the second last horse, ambled up to them and put them away in a blink. That's what you like to see. That's usually a hallmark of a good horse. They've got that acceleration. We know she can stay. It's not an easy assignment. Chris Waller's got 3 fillies there, 3 of the first 4 favourites, including Hinge, we know here. Gypsy Goddess can win, but it's a big assignment.
Yeah.
But she is a good stayer, and she's got that lovely turn of foot.
And I suppose the wet track just adds a little bit of more uncertainty to it. She's not been tested on any really genuinely wet tracks, but for mine, she stays, and that's a big head start on these fillies races. Another one there at Rose Hill you're taken by is our Playboy, your namesake?
Some time ago.
A few decades back.
Maybe centuries. Look, I think he's got conditions to suit, soft track. We saw him when at the Sunshine Coast on a wet track there one day. He just bolted in. So we know he's outstanding in soft ground. And I think he's got conditions to suit here to run really well.
His first up run was good at Flemington. Now here at Doomben, it's an interesting one.
Just before we go on,
okay.
Mautai at Rose Hill. I am absolutely fascinated by how this horse is going to run. He had a trial at Rose Hill on Tuesday. It was a heavy track. It looked like Nature Strip of a couple of years ago. He just took off on nervous energy. He led by 14 lengths conservatively and won by a bit over 10. It was a hard trial, really hard trial on heavy ground. I'm not a huge fan of them trialling Tuesday, but I am concerned about the way he did it in the trial. He's a colt. Maybe he can cope with that pressure that was put on him just a few days before a race like this, but I'm absolutely fascinated by how he goes. I think he's a talent. Some of the heavyweights from the Gold Coast Turf Club are involved in the ownership, so we wish them well. Tough assignment.
Yeah, good luck to them. He's obviously a talent.
He's a good horse.
He's come up fractional odds there in early betting. Just as many favourites here at Doomben have. It's a day where it's going to be a feast or famine, isn't it? Because a lot of shorties.
Yeah, look, I'm shopping late. I think Lyrical Girl can run well in the 1,050 metre race. She's got a good fresh record. She had a trial some weeks ago. It was okay, but she's very consistent. She's been placed 13 of her 16 runs. She's effective track and distance, effective on a little bit of give in the track, so I think she'll run well at a bit of value. Go Wanji's an interesting runner here. He's got a poor draw, he gets back. That's always a little bit of a concern, but he's a promising horse. And
did you have any sympathy for our good mate David Fowler for Toowoomba there, or it was just a fait accompli that he won, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, I think everyone on the course thought he won, including Larry Cassidy. It was a shock, but yeah, look, it shows that he's come up well, and he's a talent. He's going to get past this grade for sure.
And last time he went to the 1350 at Doomben, he was just dynamic. So, Lyrical Girl, Go Wanji, is there a third one?
Yeah, in the last, I think Sir Rocket, I don't think he's any snap, but he's got the one gate here. He has had a few weeks between runs. He's got a good fresh record, and his last run behind Dream Reacher, he had to go back to last, and he had to circle the field. He made a long run, very wide on the track. I thought his effort was sound. He finished 6th, but it was a solid effort, and I like him fresh. It's
a wide open betting race, that last race, unlike a few others. Early on in the day, we get to a short price 2-year-old. Speaking of big trial wins, this one of the Sears camp, it won by panels and panels there at Toowoomba. So it'll be interesting to see what the market does coming to town straight off the bat. Yeah, I think that you'll see the market change around a lot in some of those early races. All right, well, good luck this weekend, Bart. Thanks, before we go, Olivia's race day this Saturday at Doomben, a terrific cause. There'll be more than 400 guests in the public grandstand here. They raised 6 figures last year, and I think they'll get a little bit more this year. A really getting momentum behind that charity. Wonderful, touching story, so check that out on our social media. So good punting this weekend, everyone.